This is our friend, the cardboard elephant. And this guy's actually going to get eaten?
Well, yes.
Like,
maybe.
Maybe. So this is Catherine. She is the education coordinator at the Albuquerque Biopark. And you work every summer with kids at Camp Biopark.
We do.
And you make things like cardboard elephants.
Yes.
And
with the older kids.
With the older kids. And so what is Camp Biopark? You don't get to like sleep with the giraffes or something, do you?
No, you do get to feed the giraffes sometimes.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Excellent.
So every camp is different. There's camps all over the city, right? There's soccer camps and there's museum camps and they're wonderful. At Camp Biopark, we make science learning fun.
Okay.
It's all about the natural sciences. It's all about habitats and adaptations and fish and plants and what we can do to help save them, both locally and globally. So we have courses that are for grades pre-K all the way through 9th grade.
So little guys all the way on up.
All the way to those guys that are about to go into high school. So people think, camps are for the little kids, and we do have those, definitely, but we also have them for older kids as well.
Well, growing up here, I know if I was 15, I would have loved for something like that to do during the summer, especially if it was like animal related. I mean, how awesome would that be, right?
Right.
Especially if you get to ride the train.
Yes. So the zoo camps get to ride the train, and then some of the botanic garden camps ride the train that goes all the way across the facility.
I didn't even know there was botanic garden camps.
So we've got camps at the botanic garden, at the aquarium, if you want to learn all about fish.
Can you swim with the sharks?
No, you can watch them feed the sharks.
That's cool.
Yeah, it gets a little dangerous in the tank.
I can only imagine. I used to have a friend whose job was to actually feed the sharks there.
Oh, really?
She loved it. Yeah, it was very cool.
It's awesome. Yeah. Or feeding the hippos.
Feeding the hippo, like, is that, I mean, like a hippo has like the, there's a hippo right there. Like those things, how do you even feed? Just throw stuff at it and it catches it?
Yes, I think he's got some lettuce there, some romaine lettuce, and they love it. So every day. At the zoo, a lot of times, maybe you're the one who gets to feed the hippos.
That's very cool. So how long are the camps? Like a couple of days, 2 weeks?
They're Monday through Friday, so they're 5 days. Some of them are half day for 4 hours, and some of them are full day.
Oh, very cool.
And then sometimes, if you're like a second or third grader, there's a morning option and then an afternoon option with a lunch break.
Ah, very cool. Yeah. I know sometimes at the aquarium, they let you even sleep over. You don't get to do that at the zoo, though, or can you?
We don't have an overnight program at the zoo just yet. So we do have one at the aquarium, and they'll start back up in August.
Oh, that's cool. I love that. So are these some pictures here of just the kids in the camp meeting some of the animals?
Yes.
That's not a skunk. What is that?
No, that's a ferret.
That's a ferret.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks, the coloration is
I'm the worst
off.
animal guy ever.
So you need a zoo camp.
I do. I know that's a gorilla.
Or
is that?
Yep. No,
Okay.
That's a chimp.
A chimp. Oh, man, I'm the worst animal guy in the world. That's a flower.
That is a flower. Very good. Yes.
So that's I'm guessing that's more the...
Botanic garden. Yep, so we do a flower dissection with our flower experts. We learn all about petals and how pollination works and why pollinators are so important. Why you don't, swat and kill the bee, but you have to help them survive.
Right. Talk all about the bees and why bees are important and everything.
Yeah. We do pond life analysis, which is what they're doing right there. They're analyzing some of the tadpoles, some of the fish, some of the dragonflies, damselflies around the ponds.
Very cool.
It's fun.
Are you a
see.
zookeeper who went into education? Are you
No,
an
I'm
education
an
person?
educator who went into the zoo
very
and the
cool.
biopark, the aquarium and the garden. Yeah, so I've been doing education for over a decade now, informal education. So the concepts and the basics are pretty much the same. You have to know what the public wants, you have to know how to give it to them, and then how to market it and get them to come to you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So what is it about working with kids that you just fell in love with, or was it the animals and the flowers?
It's the kids.
It's the kids.
Yeah, and then the animals and the flowers are pretty awesome as
Right.
well. But it's when you start them young, when you get them excited about nature, when you get them excited about wanting to help save the planet, that continues all the way through adulthood. And so it's really interesting because we have kids in our camps right now who started with our preschool program. So when they were 3 years old, or when their older sibling was 3 years old and they were just an infant, they were already at the biopark learning about the life sciences, learning about nature, and getting excited about the environmental sciences. So we get them when they're really little, and then they continue with us as they get older. Then they become a teen volunteer. We have a summer teen volunteer program for high schoolers. And then they become adult volunteers, and then they become zookeepers or aquarists or horticulturalists.
That's very cool.
Yeah,
I think we got a video here, too, that we can play of some of these kids look like doing all of this stuff? 'Cause it looks like so much fun, just going out there and wandering the biopark all day.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine being 12 years old and being an old pro at knowing what's at the zoo and the biopark. It'd be so much
We have
fun.
so many pros as well. They know the names of all the animals, all the sharks. So if your kid is at all interested in science, this is the camp for you.
Or animals.
Yeah, right.
Or
so
plants.
animals fall into that whole science
Right.
thing. If your kid loves being outdoors or they love working with their hands, these are the camps for you. We have, they do sell out, definitely sell out. We have a wait list that's getting pretty long, but we have surprisingly a lot of more availability in our 7th through 9th grade camps, which is where they get to build things like that elephant over there.
This is very cool.
Yeah, and the older the kids are, the more behind the scenes opportunities they get, just because it's safer, liability and all of
That
that.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you have a 7th, 8th, or 9th grader, there are some amazing opportunities that are awaiting you at the biopark.
Very cool. How late in the summer do the camps go?
They go all the way through the second to last week in July.
Okay, so almost
Yeah.
until school starts.
Right.
That's very cool. And it's probably a good chance for mom and dad to kind of take a break from the kids during the summer too. I'm sure.
Well, yes, think about that. Right.
Right.
Also, if you're a New Mexico Biopark Society member, you get 10% off
Oh, excellent.
of the fee.
Excellent. So what is your favorite thing to see the kids kind of learn? What's the biggest surprise thing with them? I would imagine it's maybe feeding some of the animals.
Yeah, feeding some of the animals. The giraffes, for instance, a lot of people don't realize that their tongues are like 18 inches long.
Right.
And they're also a really dark bluish purple.
Because they got to reach up and grab those leaves in the tree somehow, right?
Yeah, exactly. So they have to reach up and grab those leaves. They're in the intense savanna sun, so maybe having a darker tongue is a little bit of sun protection.
Right.
Also,
I think the worst thing in the world would be a giraffe and have a sunburned tongue.
Oh, that'd be awful. Yeah, because the giraffes, it's so interesting the way that their digestive system works. They have to continuously be licking and eating and chewing. So if
Really?
you go to the zoo and you see them licking their exhibit, their habitat
yeah, I
is
see, like,
made up
licking
of
the
these
glass
wooden
and the
planks.
metal and the- yeah.
Yeah, so they're always constantly licking, and it just gets those digestive juices flowing, which is interesting, right? The things you learn.
Right, I love that. Well, I guess if you have a neck that's like 16 feet long, you've got to have something that's working it all the way through.
Right,
I thought they just
exactly.
liked the taste of the metal on the bars.
That might be it. Also, yeah, has something to do with it. But yeah, so the kids really get hands-on. Every camp has a huge art component, right? Because we want to be talking all about the arts and all about the sciences. So
Excellent.
really
Well, cool. Go to abqbiopark.org or cabq.gov.
abqbioparkcamp.com. That's
Okay.
the easiest way to get there.
Excellent. We'll be back in a couple of seconds in the Morning Brew with friends and find out why one of our friends is going to Washington, D.C. next week.
Ooh, nice.
Should be fun on the Morning Brew.